And I'm just like, can I just get sleep, decent food, and a bit of movement in a day and have that be an achievement? Like, where's my gold star? Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you're doing well. I know I am, because today is my birthday. I'm recording this literally the day before so that I can get it up in time. And I don't think this one will be too long. Not for any other reason. I've just had a good time not making these episodes too long. But I also just don't have much to say. I don't have a lot of plans for my birthday yet. I also am not 100% sure what I'm doing. I just know I've got today and tomorrow off. So that is going to be exciting. In terms of this episode, I just wanted to kind of freestyle through it. I don't really have a plan, but I don't take myself too seriously when it comes to aging. So I got called away. I have no idea where I was or what I was saying, but I'm sure it's age related because that's basically what this episode is. And I never used to fear getting older. I did kind of look forward to it. But this year doesn't feel monumental. Last year turning 30, I think, was just, I don't know, maybe a plateau in terms of being shocked by the fact that I'm aging or that I'm at least getting older. And I don't feel any negative type of way. Like, I'm actually kind of happy to be in my 30s now. I'm 31, and I did have a bit of apprehension about lack of achievement, which I think is the big thing a lot of people go through, especially as they get older, because it's like, oh, have you achieved this? Have you achieved this by this age? And I'm just like, can I just get sleep, decent food, and a bit of movement in a day and have that be an achievement? Like, where's my gold star? That is all I need. It can be a bit daunting, especially when you see other people's achievements. But I think by this point in my life, I've learned to celebrate them without getting down on myself for my lack of achieving those same things. I am happy for myself in my own way, space, and shape of how my life looks. And if there's anything I want to change, I will do so. Like I mentioned in last week's episode, which was a bit of a harsh one, that I hated certain things, but I can change them so that I can love that aspect of my life. Being where I am right now, I'm being very reflective, especially of my last year of life, but also my whole life, which is a whole 3 decades. Like, the first few don't count, obviously, but just growing up and reflecting on what you love doing and what you enjoy doing has really changed a lot of perspective for me, and trying to include enjoyment in my life, even of just the simple things. Like yesterday morning, I had a breakfast wrap and I literally sat and just enjoyed it. Just enjoyed the basic thing of eating my breakfast. And it's small things like that I want to take with me through my days and my life, and actually just enjoy life. Because if it's not the small things that you can enjoy, how are you going to enjoy the big things? How are you going to actually appreciate those things? So that's definitely something I want to work on going forward. Just enjoying life and enjoying the age that I'm at. I don't really get insulted by being my age. I'm actually kind of grateful for it now, seeing these people be like, oh, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, all the craziness that's been going on in the world regarding youngsters. I am so over it. I'm like, these disrespectful children, how dare they? And then I'm just like, thank the Lord I'm not there. I don't know how I would have coped if Vine and TikTok and Musical.ly and all those old apps and things that keep getting a facelift and coming around again happened while I was at school. We had Facebook, and then when I matriculated, it was 2010 and Instagram came out, and I'm just like, what is life? So I wasn't really into social media. I didn't really care about it, and I didn't really get into YouTube and other things until like 2011, 2012. And that's only because I had internet access really at university. And that was a thing. Like, it's crazy to think how the world works and how I grew up in it and how much it's changed. But I'm grateful because growing up in today's day and age is hard. And I do think I appreciate my life so much more now that I'm able to reflect. But also, I'm very optimistic for my own future because I can just be happy with who I am. You know, one thing I've said a lot lately is that I would have loved to have a lot of the resources now at a younger age. But then again, I also have to take into consideration that if I could just magically take off 5 years of my life, I'd be 26. I'd do things differently. But then I'd have to go back even further and change things there, and then go back even further and change. There's so many things that you think, oh, I would have loved to change this or change that. But those would have changed my life's trajectory, and I wouldn't be here now recording this episode if I hadn't gone through each and every one of those steps. So I wouldn't change that for anything in the world. I'm just grateful for my life, for my people in my life. Shout out to the 2 people who are probably going to listen to this. Life is hard enough. You know, we all have our own things to deal with. And like, I'm grateful for my problems. I'm happy that they are my problems. Because only you know what you are capable of and what you can handle. And I've had to deal with things in my life that were not easy, but they've shaped me and molded into the person I am today. And with the perspectives I have today, I'm not a skeptical person, but I'm smart enough to be wary of certain things because of how I grew up. I have been taught to be financially responsible. That's why I'm always giving finance tips, because that is something I think everyone should know at any age. I'm always trying to speak about mental health because growing up, I didn't have that tools and that knowledge that I have now, thanks to the therapy I went through. Because back then, I didn't have resources to attend therapy, but I managed to get some. I didn't have the ebooks, the free PDFs, the websites I can access these days. There are whole YouTube channels dedicated to therapy. So having the tools now and the lives we have now is great, and using what's available to our benefit is also great. And I think taking advantage of that is something I've enjoyed doing. Like, I've expanded my investments and I've learned to work with the money I've been given in better ways. Because in high school, I didn't know about investing. In university, I didn't know about investing. After I started working, I still didn't know about investing. In the last year or 2, I only realized how important investing is, not just saving. And that is something I've learned along the way. It's not something I was taught. And that's because there are generational gaps and differences and things like that. And this is why I am happy to be turning 31. I'm happy to have the knowledge that I have. I'm grateful for every single thing, good or bad, that has happened in my life. And I'm excited to see what happens over the next year, because I know at least over the next few months, my life is going to change drastically just because of circumstance, and I am ready for it. Like, I'm staring down the barrel, saying, come at me. Like, I know I am a grown human being, fully capable of handling whatever life throws at me. And even if it knocks me down, I know I have enough strength to stand up, give it the middle finger and say, nice try, let's go round 2. I got this. Like, I have got this. I can handle it. So, yay. I have no song of the week, except I think it's basically become a tradition for me to use Katy Perry's Birthday as a birthday song of the week. So I'm going to link that one. And yeah, happy birthday to me. Thank you for listening. Remember that you need to keep being a better being for yourself, because that's the only person you're in competition with. Celebrate your small wins and I will see you in next week's episode, where I'm going to recap everything I have done from today, which will be my birthday, up until Sunday. So I will let you know what has happened, what I've done. Yeah. And fun fact, special shout out to my 2 friends that I've seen. Thank you so much. And that is the end of the episode. Love you. Bye.